Let's do then the non-pulled items. Austin Housing Finance Corporation. Let's go ahead and recess the city council meeting here at 3:03. And here on May 7th at 3:03, we're going to convene the meeting of the Austin Housing Finance Corporation. Everyone, all the directors are present. Staff want to take us through our agenda.
Sure. This is Mandy DeMeo, Austin Housing Finance Corporation. We have 6 items on today's agenda, which I will offer on consent. I will briefly run through them. Item number 1 is previous March and April 9th board meeting minutes. Item number 2 is authorizing the execution of a loan agreement with DMA Development for $2 million.
All the directors are. I think someone might have their phone on. Please proceed.
Okay. Item number 2 is a $2 million loan agreement with DMA Development for a senior housing development in District 6 to be known as Arbor Park. Item number 3 is a loan agreement with Boston Habitat for Humanity for $1.053 million persimmon at Meadow Lake. That is located in District 2. Item number 4 is authorizing the execution of a loan agreement with Asociación de Residentes de North Lamar for $2.5 million for a cooperative housing community to be known as North Lamar Mobile Home Park. That is located in District 4. Item number 5 is a approximate $1.4 million loan agreement for an ownership housing development to be located in District 7, known as Talia Homes at Lamppost. And item number 6 is the authorization to move forward with a loan agreement with Foundation Communities for $2.95 million for a multifamily rental development to be known as the Loretta, and that is located in District 6. I offer these on consent, and I'm happy to answer any questions. And in addition, we do have, should there be any questions we cannot answer, we do have folks on the line representing all of these developers.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Councilor Cassar makes the motion. Is there a second to that?
Second.
Councilmember Cole seconds. And again, I can now see everybody on when you raise your hands. Discussion on the consent agenda. Councilmember Cassar, then Councilmember Renteria.
Mayor, you might. I've got those videos and stuff to show, and so if Councilmember Renteria has a question or wants to handle that, I'll defer to him first.
Okay, Councilmember Renteria.
Yes, I only have a short comment. I really want to thank you.
Can't hear you, Pio. Can you get a little closer to the mic?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
I want to thank the housing staff for what they brought to us today. Normally you'll see a lot of District 1 and District 2 in these type of housing programs, but I really appreciate that. It's being scattered around town now. It's we got it in all these different districts, and I really want to say just thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any comments?
Thank you. I really want to thank the staff. I've got a list of thank yous here related to the item in District 4, and then the videos that were going to get played by the speakers during the citizen communication. But I really want to thank the housing staff, everybody involved in this. I really want to thank everybody on the Keep Austin Affordable team that got the bonds passed to get us here. And for the North Lamar Mobile Home Community in District 4. Really want to thank BASTA, all of the organizers that made it happen. There were so many of you that it took. Gabby Garcia, Alejandra, Andy, Giselle, Drew, Sophie Elsner, the UT Law team, Francis Martinez that worked on this, all the interpreters that have been working on this for years, Susana, Howard. I want to thank Braden, Sobi, and Stephanie on my team. Some of y'all have been working on this for over 5 years with me to get us to this point. And then Shoshana at BASTA for everything you've done. for that entire organization, and Robert Doggett at Trolla for filing the initial lawsuit that got the North Lamar community saved, and to this point where we can save it in perpetuity. And I want to thank the current and past boards of Arnold. I want to thank Roberto y Margarita Sanchez, Rodrigo Rocha, Leslie Huerta, Haley Cruz, Jennifer Salazar, Felix Delgado, and past boards, Diane Cruz, Jessica Salazar, Ivana y Julio Morales, Natalia Santiago, and Maria Juarez, por todo lo que han hecho. So Mayor, if you'll indulge me in a second, I think we want to play those two videos, that video that got sent over to us.
Sounds good. If staff could play those videos.
Mi nombre es Roberto Sánchez, soy el presidente actual de la mesa directiva de Arnold, Comunidad San Juan, por la cual he vivido alrededor de 20 años. Y lo que me gusta de esta comunidad es que es una comunidad unida, trabajadora y con proyectos a seguir en una magnitud grande. Y lo que hemos recibido ahora de la ciudad, esa cantidad de 2,5 millones nos hará fortalecernos más para que nuestras familias de bajos recursos puedan lograr sus metas y continuar viviendo en esta comunidad. Así pues, gracias al Consejo de la Ciudad, gracias a Greg Casar por el apoyo incondicional que siempre ha tenido con nosotros y ayudarnos a lograr parte de este sueño, que lo cual no ha terminado aquí, sino es un comienzo para seguir trabajando. Y queremos hacer de esta comunidad, Arnold, Comunidad San Juan, un modelo de nuevas comunidades emprendedoras alrededor de Texas. Gracias, muy amables, y siempre estaremos eternamente agradecidos.
Hello, my name is Felix, and I live here at the North Lamar Trailer Park. Just want to say thanks for the money that y'all provided for the community here. We truly appreciate it. And I'd like to introduce my sister's kids. She's not here, she's working, and one of her older kids is not here. But here, let me introduce him. Alright, he's the second oldest, Esteban. And he's the third, Juanito. And Jaylee, she's the youngest. And these are our 2 dogs. We live in lot 71. I've been living here for 8 years, I think, maybe a little more. We also have 2 birds, but just want to say thanks for the help. We truly appreciate it.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Salazar, and I am the secretary here at Arnold. I have lived in this community for about 17 years. And I wanted to make this video just to say thank you to the City of Austin for helping us with this grant, with this money that is going to be put towards purchasing our own community. We feel very grateful that we have been able to have the support of Mr. Greg Casar. He has always been here to help us, and he's very involved with us as a community. So I just want to say thank you, and that we hope that you will continue to help communities like ours. Thank you.
Mi nombre es Margarita Sánchez y soy tesorera de la mesa directiva de Arnold Comunidad San Juan. Tengo 20 años viviendo en esta comunidad que luchamos para lograr nuestras metas. Gracias por los recursos que nos otorgaron. Sin su ayuda no hubiéramos podido hacer realidad este sueño por el alto costo de las rentas.
Mi nombre es Rodrigo S. Rocha. Vivo en el lote número 37B de esta ciudad de Austin, Texas, desde hace más de 30 años. He vivido completamente a gusto. He convivido por todos los habitantes que han estado aquí desde hace bastante tiempo que los conozco. He estado pendiente de todo lo que se ha hecho para adquirir esta propiedad y estoy muy contento, desde luego, con el concejal, con Basta, que es la organización que nos ayudó hacer esta cooperativa. Yo pienso que esto es un bien común que nos favorece a todos los que somos o nos llamamos pobres, porque así se puede establecer esta palabra. Yo estoy muy agradecido también con la mesa directiva, con la oficina central y pues en general con todas las personas que intervinieron para hacer la adquisición de esta propiedad.
Thank you, City Council, for all your help and support. Thank you so much.
Mayor, if you'll indulge me just for some last comments here. This is a really important vote for my district and something I've been working on for years, and I think it's a really important moment for all of us. So I've reflected on it some, and when we think of investing bond dollars and big city dollars, we're used to thinking of big civic projects, bridges, courthouses, airports. And that's one kind of civic infrastructure. That's one important piece of city legacy. But we leave a different kind of legacy when we invest public dollars in working people like this. We're permanently making Austin better by having saved this community, and they couldn't do it without what the city is stepping up to do today. For decades, working class and working poor people have grown up in this community. I know some of our own Austin firefighters that grew up here. I know some of our own civil rights champions and nurses and educators that have grown up here. And this place that we're voting to invest in today is a hub, not just for the people who live there, but people from all around that go there for posadas or go there for children's parties. It's just an amazing place. And it's a place that was under threat in 2015 when some new outside investors purchased it and started raising the price of living there against lease terms. And that's when Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid sued. Residents came together and they got a chance to stay. And I was looking back at those old articles, and the article right after that lawsuit was won. Amy Camp at the Austin Chronicle wrote, the lawsuit may keep people in their homes until November of 2015, but what then? We've been trying to answer that question for years. How do we not just have these places wiped out that are affordable near the center of our city, places that people rely on? And this council and this community have come together in amazing ways on so many issues, and so many of those things have helped us get to this point. We helped fund Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid and helped support the creation of BASTA so that tenants can have advocacy that they need all over the city. We brought in partners like Rock and Chia and helped start some of those organizations or bring them here, and I'm so thankful for their participation in this. We rezoned mobile home properties back to mobile homes so that they wouldn't have to get developed into something else. And we organized to pass the largest affordable housing bond ever by far in this state. And whenever I got tired of making hundreds of phone calls and I was going to put down the phone for the night to pass that bond, I envisioned this vote. I envisioned a vote where I could then, after voting for it, run off the dais and hug every single person that had done so much to save this community. I didn't envision that we'd be voting this way, but I should have known that even a global disastrous pandemic could not stop these residents from having achieved their goals, and these organizers who've done so much. So this vote will make sure that this community can actually purchase their land. These homeowners can stay and run it as a cooperative run by working people and staying affordable for good. And it's just a really powerful and special part of the legacy of what this council has been able to do by working together. So thank you. I also directly want to talk to those folks at North Lamar. Estoy tan orgulloso de lo que han hecho. Estoy tan orgulloso de nuestra comunidad. Ha sido un honor alto estar en esta lucha con ustedes. He aprendido mucho de ustedes. He aprendido mucho de su valentía. Y ahora ustedes van a ser dueños de su propia comunidad.
Virtual hug.
Virtual hugs.
I also wanted to just thank you, Councilmember Kassar, for your leadership. And I've forgotten who did this earlier, but hats off to you and the advocates and all of the residents who work together on getting this. This is a huge deal.
Thank you, Councilmember.
Second. On the consent. Let's take the vote. Those in favor of this, please raise your hands. Those opposed? The consent agenda, right? Consent agenda passes unanimously. Those are, I think, all the items we have on our agenda here. So at 3:19, we're going to